Welcome to Brain Health Besties, a human-forward podcast for those of us who want to feel better but don't know where to start. I'm Bailey, a licensed professional counselor.
And I'm Nia, a qualified mental health professional.
And I'm Shelby, a human.
We are so glad you're here. And we believe that you deserve to know how your brain works and how to nurture it, even when self-care feels a little challenging.
We focus on kindness to ourselves and recognizing our own needs with as little guilt as possible, because your brain deserves a bestie.
Stars in my eyes, I can't see which way is right, but if there's one thing that I know, it's only up from...
Hey besties, the practices we talk about here are great for your brain, but this podcast isn't treatment. If you're feeling overwhelmed, please call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Help is always available.
Hey besties, this episode connects with episode 25, Rethinking Rest. So if you're curious as to all the different kinds of rest and how it goes way beyond just the idea of sleep, please tune into that episode. So I think we should get started. Bailey, do you have something for us today?
I do. And actually, this is a first on the podcast. We're going to do some journaling today, much to Shelby's chagrin.
That is not my favorite practice, but I will willingly do it for you, besties.
You'll try it out and then report back on your observations. And they may be, this isn't for me, and that's okay. So if you have, and if you're able to, and we have a safe space to do so, grab a writing utensil, some scrap paper or paper. Today's practice is actually stream of conscious writing or journaling. It is a way for us to get some mental rest in a space where a lot of times we have to have hyper focus. We're really trying to concentrate on things or make things make sense. Stream of conscious writing can provide us an opportunity to get whatever is kind of rolling around in our brains out on paper. So we're going to do this a little bit differently today so that our besties don't have to just watch us write in silence for a full minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prompt us as we're writing how to engage in stream of conscious writing, and we'll get into it that way. Okay. So start by grabbing your paper and pen and begin writing just whatever comes to mind. The first things that are kind of pop up in your brain. Don't worry about punctuation. Try not to get stuck on whether or not they are coherent thoughts. They don't have to make sense. You can think about pumpkins and then baseball. It's truly whatever just kind of pops up in your mind. They don't need to be complete sentences. It can be a single word or multiple words strung together. Just whatever pops up into your brain. It's really just a thought dump. Just get it out onto the paper. Let your brain go and keep going. Again, try not to force it. Just the next thing that pops in, and then the next thing, and the next thing. This is a great exercise that we can do right before bed as well. If we're somebody who, the second we lay down, thoughts are just kind of rolling around in our noggin, a stream of conscious writing right before bed can be really helpful to get those thoughts out on paper and out of your brain, kind of make them external and tangible. And we have a couple more seconds here. Get that last thought down. Okay. And then I'm going to welcome us back for observations. What was that like for you all? I actually didn't write anything because I was prompting.
You did great. Thank you. Like we started the episodes by saying, journaling is not my favorite practice. Mm-hmm. It doesn't do a lot for me, even though I know the research is there. So I actually practiced a little different. Mm-hmm. I did a few words and then I really just kind of scribbled and drew little doodles, and that's pretty true to who I am. Like it was, I am a very creative person, and that is a much better outlet for me sometimes than writing is. So the little doodles and scribbles and all the things are the things that were in my brain, and the feelings and the tone and the flavor. And I found it helpful.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have found it as helpful had I forced myself to do the writing
Yep.
portion of it. But getting the things out of my brain onto the paper in whatever way that looked like was helpful.
I love that. And in all my years, practicing, I've not ever seen somebody do this, but I love it because I'm also a highly visual person. And a lot of times feelings or thoughts have a flavor or a feel like a aesthetic about them more than I do have like a coherent thought. So I may borrow this actually
Please
for
do.
my own. Yeah, what about
I
you?
love doing that. You borrow something that you saw because it was really good.
Yep.
It happened a lot with my staff. Shout out to school-based staff. I would go in and see them and be like, "Oh, that's actually really nice. May I use that too?" So for me, journaling, gosh, I have done it at times in my life. Probably as a kid, I had that. Well, I do have a diary. I have my childhood diary with a little lock and that key on the side of it. And I think back then I was just writing like the day-to-day things that were kind of happening, or maybe there was some gossip in there. It's hard to know. I need to go back and read that. But then later in life, I think I was journaling because I was recounting my day, which probably after I had my son was one of the times I remember journaling kind of what we were doing in the day. I don't know that I've done just this one where you're just kind of dumping thoughts. So that was interesting. I liked how when you were guiding it, you were talking about it doesn't have to be complete sentences. I would say my handwriting looks more like Shelby's doodles than actual handwriting too. So yeah, I think I liked it. I think it makes me want to go back and finish up some of the thoughts though, and kind of put those down on paper and just kind of give myself a little guideline, I guess, for the day.
Well, and for me personally, this is not one I practice very often. However, I will say when I am stuck in a thought or a rumination, this one can help kind of work that out. Because sometimes I write that reoccurring thought over and over and over again until something else pops up, and it can kind of help break that cycle of the one thought a few thoughts just rattling around in there. And then it's like I'll be having a thought and then it's like pumpkin ice cream. I'm like, okay, well, there it is. Now we've disrupted this thought cycle. So it's not for everyone. And thank you for continually demonstrating that not everything is for everyone. And that's okay. We get to find the things that work for us, leave the things that don't, and trying new things is a way to figure out what does and does not work.
That's right.
Shelby came in, if you don't mind me sharing, thinking that she was not going to appreciate this exercise. And instead, she just found a way to make it hers.
Yeah, I love that.
Which I think is also always an option.
Yeah, we all get to do that for sure. Yeah, all the time.
So besties, try this out on your own time. Figure out whether it is for you, whether it's not for you. Let us know in the comments how you felt about this practice and some of your observations. We are so excited to always connect with you and take care of our brains together. Be well, besties. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Brain Health Besties so you can find us in the future.
And since sharing is kind, share us with your besties.
If you have mental health or wellness topics you'd like us to chat about, please reach out to bewell@livebrightly.org.
Until next time, be well, besties.
Shining brighter than the sun.